Hello friends, I am Agrawal S, Assistant Professor in Civil Engineering Department, Sandipani Technical Campus, Latur. Today's topic is internal forces of a 3-inch arch. Now, learning outcomes. After watching this video, student will be able to calculate the support reactions, and also a student will be able to understand the concept of internal forces. Now suppose this is arch ACB having the length L and having the central rise H, and these are the reactions. At the support A is a hinge support having the reactions horizontal H and vertical VA, and at support B is a hinge support having the vertical reaction VB and horizontal is the H. Now this arch is subjected to any arbitrary load is like this, and now for the internal force we have to consider any point P on this arch axis and consider the free body diagram of that arch. Suppose this P point is like this, having the X distance from the support A and having the vertical intercept is Y, and consider the free body diagram of this AP, only this portion. Now this is a free body diagram of this AP portion, and at the P the two forces are acting, H and the V. So this horizontal thrust H at P may be determined by applying the sigma H conditions, and the vertical shear V may be determined by algebraic sum of all the forces on the left hand side of the section, that V is equal to, now is from the left hand side vertical force shear is a positive, so VA minus the load on the arch over the portion AP. So what may be the load on the portion AB, that is to be minus if that load is a downward. So upward force from the left side is a positive and downward force from the left side is a negative. So V is equal to VA minus the load on the arch over the portion AP. Now at this point P, this Q is a radial shear is acting, and also a normal thrust is also the acting. So these two forces are the internal, Q and the N. Now our aim is to find this Q and the N, because this H is a directly we can calculate by sigma H condition, and V is by the shear force, algebraic sum of the forces on the left of this section. So unknown force are this N is a normal thrust and the Q, and this angle made by this N with the H is theta. That angle is the same that made by the vertical shear with the Q. So this theta and this theta are the same. Now this is our free body diagram for the AP portion. Now our aim is to find the normal thrust. How to find this normal thrust? Now for that, resolve the forces V and H along the normal thrust. We have to resolve this V force along the N, means normal thrust. Also resolve this H along the N, and here in this way this will resolve the forces in the direction of the N. So here this is the direction of N. So resolve this adjacent angle is a cos, and here we are resolving this V in the opposite angle, that is why V sin theta is H cos theta. So here the next step is consider the direction of a normal thrust as a positive direction. It means what the direction of the N that is considered as the positive is towards the left is now the positive. Also this direction of the H cos theta is the same as N, and also V cos theta direction is the same as N. So total N is equal to here V sin theta plus H cos theta, because here the direction of N is the same as the V cos theta and the H cos theta. So both V cos theta and V cos sin theta having the same direction as of the n. That is why both are the algebraic sum here, b sin theta plus h cos theta. And this having the 0 value along the n, because this angle is a 90 degree. Now this angle is a 90 degree. Then we got the value of the normal thrust, that is the v sin theta plus h cos theta. Now the next is the q, that is the radial shear. So again, this is our diagram, 3-point diagram at the point P, and for this q is a radial shear. Now how to find this radial shear? For that, resolve the forces this v and the h along the radial shear. You have to resolve this v along this radial shear, means q, this h along this q. So now resolution of these forces is like this. So here this is the adjacent angle, that is why it's v cos theta, and here this is the opposite angle, that is why it's a h sin theta. Now consider the direction of radial shear as a positive direction. Now this direction is a downward direction. So here this direction is considered as the positive direction. So here v cos theta having the same direction as a q, so that is a positive, and here this h sin theta is the opposite of this direction, is a minus. So this q is equal to, now this is a positive v cos theta, and this is opposite direction of the h sin theta of the q, that y is a minus h sin theta. In this way we got the value of the radial shear, q is equal to v cos theta minus h sin theta. Now take a pause, and question arises in the mind: which are the internal forces? Means v, h, then n and the q, along which are the internal forces. So here a normal thrust and the radial shear is the internal forces. Thank you.